Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Radha Kunda Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira
Hare Krishna. So I'm very happy to be again amongst all of you this Sunday morning and continue what we had discussed last time. So we'll begin with prayers. Om Agyantimagandhasya Gyanam Jana Shalakaya Chakshu Militam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishtanya Namne Gaure Tuse Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapte Kanchan Gaurangi Shirade Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Pire Mancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So again we are going to discuss the second chapter of first canto, which is going to be something very special. So first we have a quick revision what we have discussed last time. So would anyone of you like to tell some 1 or 2 points from our last time discussion? Please raise your hand to speak that you want to say some points of revision from the last session. Anyone? Rishi Prabhu? Yeah. Suresh Prabhu? Suresh Prabhu, anyone want to share some point from the last session? Do they have permission for unmute themselves? No. Can you give Vipin Hari Prabhu? Yeah. Please raise your hand. You want to share some point from the last time.
They can,
Yes. Anyone, any Mataji would like to share some last session point, 1 or 2 points?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
we talked about devotional service being unmotivated and uninterrupted. Ahaituki apratihata.
Yes, yes. Very nice point that we had discussed about devotional service as ahetuki and apratihita. That what type of devotional service satisfies our heart, which doesn't have any motive. Generally, we have a motive in doing something, but when we worship the Lord without any motive, that very much satisfies our heart. And actually what we are looking, whatever relationships we have in life, whatever work we are doing in life, we are looking for a satisfied heart. We always want to be happy, no matter you're looking for a career, you're looking for a relationship what we see that a person loves us and we feel happiness in relationship, or even any type of love in this world, we're looking for that satisfaction of heart, which is very easily possible when we perform bhakti for the Lord with a desire to please the Lord. Thus, Sukitva, Sukitvam. And we gave example that Sudama did not wanted to ask anything from Krishna, and Krishna gave Sudama everything, but in that Sudama got devotion to Lord Hari. Right? So this devotion is something, bhakti, which we say devotion, which is ahetuki. We want to please the Lord. We want to offer the bhoga to the Lord to see the Lord enjoy that, right? And we want to chant the holy names of the Lord to please the Lord. Now, what initially we may begin with desire, right? Okay, I'm chanting the Lord's name, I will get peace and my problems will go away, or I have some desire, Lord will fulfill that desire. So initially we may begin with that, but eventually what happens? We start liking the process of devotional service and we fall in love with the Lord. And then once fall in love with the Lord, attracted to the Lord, then the whole life, you know, is become Andakanda. Parama Karuna Bahudui Jana Nitai Gaurachanda Saba Avatara Sarashiromani Kevala Ananda Kanda. So God Nitai, they have given a process which is Keval Ananda Kanda. And we saw even if you perform bhakti, you chant your rounds, you perform bhakti, you get detachment and knowledge both. Like you give up all bad habits, automatically go away, and a lot of knowledge, the jnana about the Supreme Lord, that also comes for a person who chants the holy names of the Lord. And then we saw how one should do his duty. One should do his duty in a nishkam bhav for one's purification of heart, and how that duty awakens love for Krishna, awakens our attraction, gives us opportunity to hear about the Lord. Like all of you are doing your duties, but giving this Sunday to come for attending Srimad Bhagavatam. And what does this Srimad Bhagavatam does? We had discussed, right? So, so we had discussed last time that how do passion and ignorance, right? Passion or ignorance causes all miseries in our life. So we had discussed what are the troubles in our life. Then many have said unfulfilled desires. That a lot of expectations are there, which is in passion, temptations, poverty, anxieties. Then there is quarrels, negativity, tension, stress, and many more things you can add into the list. And we will find that these things either in passion or they are in ignorance. And then we discuss how bhakti destroys passion and ignorance. So it channelizes our passion. It completely doesn't destroy the passion. It channelizes our passion in the service of the Supreme Lord. And it curbs ignorance, right? And then goodness happens, and then a person feels satisfied. So the formula we saw the last time, the secret of happiness come to the mode of goodness. Serve the devotees, hear from the devotees to gain taste for hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Then hear Srimad Bhagavatam from devotees or regularly. And all troubles due to mode of passion will go away. Passion and ignorance will go away. And then one will feel freedom from lust and greed, and one will be happy. Right? So this what we had seen in the last time, the formula for happiness. So the darshan is open. So we may just see the darshan of Lord Jagannath there. So I hope you're seeing the darshan of Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Mai, and Lord Jagannath. So let's start our class with this darshan. And Radha Krishna Chandra is there on the side, and Gaurnathai. So we pray to the Lord that Lord blesses us to become more and more better in our spiritual life and to grow. And Lord, please remove our distress so that we can serve you more and more, oh my Lord. So thank you, Karunya Gaurang Prabhu, for showing the darshans to all of us. You have to put on a speaker view. Yeah. There.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So so here we see. So today we are going to discuss in more scientific detail, right? What scientific detail? How this process of bhakti works. So very nice. So just like you see, there is any science in this world. So if you have like we learn about physics, chemistry. So gradually we learn. First we learn about atoms, then you learn about electrons, and then you learn how to see electrons. Then you see how the electrons are moving in a fan, and then you see the applications, fans, lights, and the photons, and all these things we learn, right, in a systematic way, and it's a proper science. In the same way, bhakti is also science. ऐसा नहीं है क्योंकि ये तो हमारी श्रद्धा है. The people say तुम्हारी श्रद्धा है, तुम ये कर रहे हो. हमारी श्रद्धा नहीं है, हम नहीं करेंगे. No. See, the process of bhakti is for everybody because it is dealing with our soul, and everybody is a spirit soul. So since everybody is a spirit soul, this process is dealing with soul. So what happens? The process is same for everybody. So it's a science. Suppose if you're going from Bangalore to Pune. Now I'm in Pune today. So if you are coming from Bangalore to Pune by a train, so you know that there are, Dharwar will come in between, Hubli will come. Or if you're coming from the Solapur route, Solapur will come. But suppose you get Hyderabad in between, then you get a doubt, right? I'm not going to Pune, I'm going to somewhere else. So there are milestones when you're reaching a goal. The same way, what is our goal in bhakti? To go back to Godhead, right? To get love for God. So this is our what? This is our goal in bhakti. And what happens in between, there are milestones predictable. So we will see how these milestones work and what way it takes us. right? So the first step which comes is Ado Shraddha. You see, Ado Shraddha. Anything you do, you have some faith. Like you heard about this Bhagavatam. All of you coming for this Bhagavatam classes, or you attended Success Mantra classes, or you met some devotees. So you had some faith. That these people have something good to give. So let me attend their classes. Let me, go to them. So you had little faith. Then because of that faith, you associated with devotees, sadhu sangha, right? You did sadhu sangha, where you associate with devotees, associate with devotees. Then devotees, what they will say please chant the holy names of the Lord, hear Srimad Bhagavatam, these Srila Prabhupada books, right? So then devotees will engage us in bhajan kriya. Bhajan. Bhajan means doing kirtan of the Lord, chanting the holy names of the Lord, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So process of devotional service. Right? All of you agree that we all have gone through this way? Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, process of devotional service, isn't it? So what is process of devotional service? Chanting, reading books, right? This is process of and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. The next steps come is Anartha Nivritti. Now what is this Anartha? See, what is this Anartha? Now this Anartha in our heart are lust, greed, they are the main one. Or unwanted habits, you can say. Like somebody has a habit of smoking, somebody somebody has a habit of smoking, somebody has a habit of drinking, somebody gets angry very much, right? Somebody gets very much angry, somebody is very much proud, he only thinks about himself. So all these tendencies are there in us, and people ask, how can I get rid of it? There. And relationship problems due to greed, lust, our tongue is not controlled, we speak bad words, due to which all relationship problem comes in life. So these are called bad habits and anartha. See, artha means what? Which is artha. Or you say artha. Wealth को क्या कहते हैं? Arth बोलते हैं. Something which is value is called artha. Anartha means which doesn't have value. Like for example, our anger doesn't have value. It causes problem. Our greed, like we have sufficient, but a person wants more and more money in life, wants more and more thing in life, and therefore person works so hard that he can not enjoy even today's life. So there's a greed. So though wealth is wanted, but greed for wealth is not wanted. Right? So just like marriage life is good, husband, wife coming, producing children, but then lust, like going outside marriage, people are having a boy girlfriend affair, without marriage. So that leads to so many complications in life. So that's called lust. So lust, greed, anger. So they are called the anartha. So what happens when you start chanting? Whatever thing disturb, the same way anxieties in mind is due to fear, illusion, mera kya hoga future mein. So those all things go away, right? So this process is called anartha. So this process happens when we chant the holy names of the Lord. So passion and ignorance are hurted. Because passion, ignorance, lust, greed, they trouble our heart. Then a person reaches to the stage of nishtha. A nishtha is a steady state. What is called nishtha? Is a steady state. And what a person learns in nishtha is mode of goodness person comes in the stage of nishtha. Right? In nishtha person comes in mode of goodness. So Stitam Satve Prasiddhati. So he becomes happy. What happens? Person becomes happy. All distress goes away. Like we said, you just chant Hare Krishna, all your misery will go away. So at this stage, when one comes to Nishtha, once all anxieties go away. Then further a person comes to Ruchi. Ruchi means taste for devotional service. Right? Initially, mother will feed us food. Right? But now we ask for food. So initially we do not have taste for food. Mother was feeding food, but as gradually we start becoming healthier, now we ask, please give us food. The same way, our devotees say, Prabhu, please chant Hare Krishna. But a time comes, a taste for devotional service comes that you say, oh no, this chanting is so nice. I want to chant every day. this hearing Shiv, the message of Bhagavatam is so nice. I want to hear it every day. So this is called ruchi. Yeah, so this is called ruchi. Then comes asakti. What is this asakti? Then comes bhava. Then comes prema. Prema means love for God, attraction for God. And when this comes, a person goes to Vaikuntha, right? At this state, person goes to Vaikuntha or Golok Vrindavan, to spiritual world. So this chanting eventually leads us to spiritual world, right? This process of bhakti, spiritual world, liberation, whatever you go, and all miseries of life goes away. Even in the state of nishtha, only lot of all miseries go away in life. This is something very special state. More we will discuss about it, how it happens. So are you able to get it? Because further, what I'm discussing is making sense to all of you or no? Hare Krishna, some replies. Yeah. So it's making sense, right? That how we are going to that stage. So you all want, right? We all want to understand it scientifically, perform bhakti, and there are scientific results, which are told what happens by practicing bhakti. So we are going in a very systematic step, right? So bhakti is also a very systematic process. Just like you have a modern college, you go from nursery to LKG to UKG, then go first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, then you go to college, then you go graduate, college, graduation, post graduation, and like that you go. Same way in the process of bhakti we are going, right? So now we are in which stage? Now we are in the stage of bhajan kriya, sadhu sangha and bhajan kriya. And when you start seeing that your heart is getting relief of bad habits, there's a time the anudnivritti starts happening. So you will see now you won't like to do bad things there, and you want to perform devotional service every day. You want to chant. So like this process keeps on increasing in our life, and we have to keep increasing our faith. We have to keep associating with devotees. We have to keep chanting the holy names of the Lord. So as we are progressing, and this is a process which takes us to the highest goal in life. So now let us see further. Yeah. So this is the stages. So now what the verses we are going to discuss now, how bhakti is progressing with this, you'll see. So we are going in a very positive way. We have discussed like yesterday. So first thing, Adho Now we have this example of Dhruv Maharaj. Dhruv Maharaj was forced by his stepmother to go to Lord Vishnu. So his faith was Bal Utpadika, right? A little faith. So he meets Narad Muni. So when he meets Narad Muni, it's Sadhu Sangha. Then Narad Muni, he meets him. Narad Muni tells him the example. He says to Dhruva, Dhruva, you should go meditate on the super soul in the heart. And Dhruva, you do this. And the respect arises and a sense of service develops. And the devotee engages us in some practical devotional service. So the devotees will engage us, right? Some practical, like you're bringing flowers for Lord Jagannath, you give some charity for Lord Jagannath, you do something for Lord Jagannath. So some practical devotional service you do for Lord Jagannath. Then Shushusho Shraddha Dhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi Syam Sevya Vipra Punyatit Nishevana. For twice born sages, by serving those devotees who are completely free from all vice, great service is done. By such service, one gains affinity for hearing the message of Vasudeva. So, sadhu sangha, by associating with devotees, only we get a desire to hear. Like you associate with devotees, now you are hearing this Srimad Bhagavatam class. Now, so we keep serving devotees, keep hearing from devotees, our taste will increase. Like you will see, if somebody wealthy person you will approach. So then if you serve him, what he will give you? He will give you wealth. The same way, if we approach the devotees who have devotion, who themselves have taste for hearing about the Lord, who have taste for devotional service, when you serve them, you approach them, what happens? What they will give you? The taste for devotional service, right? So that's how we get a taste by associating with those who have a taste, who are devotees. When we associate with that, we become a devotee. Okay. Then the third step comes bhajana kriya. Prashanvatam sakatha Krishna pune shavana kirtanaha hedyantastu bhadrani vidnoti surhasatam. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead who is the Paramatma in everyone's heart and a benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. So, who cleanses the desire for material enjoyment in the heart? The Paramatma. The Lord is always watching in our heart, whatever we are doing. So, when He sees, this person is very sincere, He's chanting my name, and He gives us happiness, and He removes whatever troublesome thoughts are there in our mind, whatever giving anxiety to us, the Lord removes that, right? And this verse depicts the stage of bhajan kriya. So you see, now Dhruv Maharaj very sincerely start engaging into bhakti. He started doing tapasya for 6 months, and now previously he had a desire. He had a desire to take a revenge. He had a desire for material wealth and other things. But what happens when he performed the devotional service? All the desires goes away. That's what comes to the stage of anat nivritti. So here is a beautiful purport. Will anyone like to read it? From purport from the 17th verse, Srila Prabhupada says, yes. You read Ganesh, Gyanchandra?
Sri Chaitanya Prabhu in his sister come declares clearly that the holy name of the Lord has all the potencies of the Lord and that he has endowed his innumerable names with the same potency. There is no rigid fixture of time and anyone can chant the holy name with attention and reverence at his convenience. The Lord is so kind to us that he can be present before us personally in the form of transcendental sound, but unfortunately, we have no taste for hearing and glorifying the Lord's name and activities. Purport 1.2.17.
Yes. So Lord is so kind that He is present before us in the form of transcendental sound. So if any problem you have, the Lord is present in His holy name. So we can very easily take shelter of the Lord just by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Right? So all of you are chanting, right? That's how you are attending this class. So if you take your chanting seriously, attentively here, when you're chanting, just here, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So what will happen if you're chanting like this? All mental troubles will go away. And all the desires which are troubling our heart will go away. The purification of heart will happen. And when the heart is pure, the naturally behavior with other people will be good. Right? The troubles, when we have a pure heart, then we feel a soothing experience. But when we have an impure heart, which has envy, jealousy for others, then heart is miserable. When you see, oh, others are progressing, why I'm not progressing, right? Others are they're making so much wealth. I should also make more wealth. So person's heart, yes, making wealth is not a problem. But when you start feeling jealousy from others, then what happens? Problem happens in the mind. We are not satisfied. Yes. To become restless in contact of woman and wealth is not an astonishment because every living being is associated with such things from remote time, practically immemorial, and it takes time to recover from this fallen nature. But if one is engaged in hearing the glories of the Lord, gradually he realizes his real position. By the grace of God, such a devotee gets sufficient strength to defend himself from the state of disturbances, and gradually all disturbing elements are eliminated from his mind. So what happens? Our mind frees from hankering. See, modern world, people think the more and more hankerings we are, more happy the life is, right? People think, okay, you have so many hankerings, the happier life is. Actually, it's not true because our hankering keeps increasing unlimitedly, but our desire to fulfill hankering doesn't. Our capacity, like suppose somebody is earning 1 lakh rupees per month, even that goes less. Why? His desires are more than his earning. So in modern world, what has happened? Okay, take a credit card, take a loan by which you can fulfill your desire. So a person keep always fulfilling his desire, and he thinks that by fulfilling my desires, I will be happy. But you see, in this world, doesn't happen. You fulfill one desire, 10 more desires will come. You fulfill 10 desires, 100 desires more will come. But the process of bhakti is so nice, even without fulfilling the desires, it gives us a satisfaction which will not come even after fulfilling those desires. And that is why Dhruva Maharaj and Lord fulfilled the desire of Dhruva Maharaj. The Dhruva, I give you kingdom which is greater than the kingdom of Brahma. I give you my own kingdom to rule. And I give you a long life. And your mother will be, a stepmother will die. So even Lord Krishna and Lord Vishnu told all this thing to Dhruva, but Dhruva saying, Lord, I was looking for broken pieces of glass, but I got a diamond like you. So what happens in life when we are when we are receiving, right? When we are getting the favor of the Lord, when we are feeling satisfaction in devotional service, the hankering, the desires which we have automatically gets fulfilled. And even the satisfaction in life, it doesn't come by fulfilling all our desires. That satisfaction comes just by performing devotional service. And this is the beauty of devotional service. In this world, nothing can do what chanting the holy names can do, what hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam can do for us. Nothing in this world can do for us, right? And Lord is so merciful. He gives satisfaction also, and he gives the result also. Like Dhruva, Lord gives the satisfaction by which he was not needing what he was desiring. But Lord gave him the kingdom also. Like Sudama also. Sudama did not have any need, but Lord gave him everything. So Lord first purifies our heart. If even if we have any desire, we approach the Supreme Lord, Lord first purifies our heart and then fulfill those desires. But a devotee knows that my life is for serving Krishna. Krishna and Krishna alone, and that way I will attain all perfection of life. Then anad-nivritti, nullification of misgivings. So clearing of unwanted obstacles on the path of bhakti. So there are problems which comes from past sins, past bad habits, past sufferings, then desire for enjoyment, offenses, right? Or getting from name and fame. So once that gets clear, one reaches the stage of nishtha. So in nishtha also, to come to nishtha, there are 5 obstacles, laya. Like during chanting, some type of drowsiness may come, right? While we're chanting, some kind of distraction may come. A person will start gossiping, speaking while doing japa. Person may have disinterest in spiritual topics even in the absence of laya and vikshepa. Kasaya, tendency towards bad habits such as anger, greed, and pride. And rasavad, inability to absorb mind due to sense allurements. So these 5 things goes away at the stage of nishtha. So what is the verse comes? Nashta prayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavad sevaya bhagavati uttam shoke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. So what happens if we need 2 things? The book Bhagavatam and the Vyakti Bhagavatam. So Vyakti is a book Bhagavat like you are hearing, the Srimad Bhagavatam, or all of you can have Srimad Bhagavatam at your home, the whole 12 canto set of Srimad Bhagavatam. And you can read it verse by verse every day or page by page, chapter by chapter, right? And at the same time, we need a mentor. Why? Why only book Bhagavatam and person Bhagavatam is required? The book Bhagavatam will help us to understand. And the Vyakti Bhagavat will guide us. Okay, do devotional service like this, don't do like this. So we all need to have a mentor or a guru or a mentor. The guru are like those exalted souls, like Srila Prabhupada, his disciples, a completely unliberated platform. But we also need somebody, a mentor, who himself is following this process of sadhana bhakti, who only had desire to go back to Godhead, but he's more experienced. So he trains us that how we can also get spiritual life. So we may need a counselor or a mentor to guide us what to do and what not to do, whom we can tell our problems in doing devotion service, whom we can relate our heart. So if we have some mentor, so it becomes easy to make progress on the path of devotional service. So now we discussed till Nishtha, right? Nishtha is the fifth stage. So if you see here, you start with cycling. Suppose if you're cycling up a hill, so the first step, Adoshraddha, then Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajan Kriya. Then the further step, right, going uphill is difficult. Going up the hill is difficult. So this fourth stage is what? Anant Nirvati. So you will find to climb the stage of Anant Nirvati is little difficult. Then to come to Nishtha, little difficult. But now it is becoming easy. Right? Once you have come to Nishtha, it is becoming little easy. Nishtha and for Nishtha. Then you come for Ruchi. Ruchi means taste comes. And now you have developed attachment. Once you develop attachment to Krishna, what happens? Then bhakti goes very fast. So initially it will go very fast. Now beyond this you have to put little effort, right? Bhajan Kriya. Then Anand Nirvati will happen. And once you climb this slope, then what happens? It becomes very fast. So initially there may be some trouble in bhakti. Are kya ho raha hai? We are not able to see what is happening the other side. But the moment you cross seventh, the sixth stage, Ruchi, then Asakti, automatically bhava and prema comes. It becomes very easy, right? Automatically. So little effort is required. And that's why we need association of devotees who are pushing us. Go Baba, go Baba. And there are devotees who are pulling us. Come Baba, come Baba. There. So association of devotees, it becomes very easy. Alone for us may become little difficult. So these are the stages on the path of devotional service. So till here it is monkey way. Monkey, the mother monkey holds the mother monkey, the child monkey has to hold mother monkey. If the child doesn't hold mother monkey, monkey will not carry, right? So till sixth stage is like mother monkey, that you have to hold the Lord. Lord will not, hold us. So we need association devotees, so we keep holding the Lord's lotus feet. But once you cross the stage of Ruchi, then it is like cat. You see, cat hold her child from her mouth. The kitten doesn't have to do any work. You know what? Because the cat is only doing the whole work. So once cat holds the child kitten, then automatically what happens? It becomes very easy. Initially, we need to run behind the Lord. Initially, we need to run behind the Lord. Then what happens? Even a devotee goes away. Lord brings him back to the path. Right? So then the progress in bhakti becomes very, very easy. So then what happened? Tada rajastamo bhava kamalobha tachashaye chete ete ranavidham sitam sattve prasidati. As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effect of nature, modes of passion ignorance such as lust, desire, and hankering disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness and he becomes completely happy. Right? So this is a stage, no miseries. Kevala Ananda Kanda. You become happy. So this is what happens when the heart gets purified in our life. Right? Then the taste starts awakening. The ruchi comes. The one develops a constant taste for hearing chanting. He wants to hear. He wants to chant more. Right? And his avidya is removed. He understands, I'm a servant of Krishna. Then asakti. Evam prasanna manso bhagavad bhakti yogataha bhagavad tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. Thus established in the mode of unalloyed goodness, the man whose mind has been enlivened by contact with devotion service of the Lord gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead in the state of liberation from all material association. So this verse depicts the stage of asakti. So what happens? One gains knowledge about the Lord. And this state of bhava and prema, great emotions for the Lord arises. Like Dhruv Maharaj, when he saw the Lord, so he was watching the super soul in his heart, but when the Lord personally appeared and gave darshan to Dhruv Maharaj, tears of ecstasy was coming in the eyes of Dhruv Maharaj. And he was offering prayers, and he was telling, my senses are enlivened, and he was offering great prayers to the Lord. So this is such a bliss when one gets this ecstatic prema for the Lord. That ecstatic bliss, that happiness, what we talk about, is nothing as compared to that. And then prema, shining brilliantly, the fully blossoming flower of bhava matures and brings forth the fruit of prema, which is called love of God. So this is what all we saw, this different stages of bhakti. Right? So now it may look little, oh, this is little technical or what, but eventually once you understand it, it's a very, very great science. Now we are going to discuss something, a more practical thing. Now Bhagavatam says about that there are, like you have heard about Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Okay, there's a question, what does stage 7 and 8? So 6 is Ruchi, 7th is Asakti, 8th is Bhava, and 9th stage is Prema, love for God. And in that, a devotee completely forget himself. He just remembers the Lord and just want to serve the Lord. Okay, so I was saying that we might have heard about Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Like we know, okay, Lord Brahma creates, Lord Vishnu maintains, and Lord Shiva is responsible for destruction. So Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So which deity we should worship? And there are so many gods, so many demigods. So this second chapter talks about, see, passion and ignorance cannot help us. Right? How? Like you see smoke, like fire. So smoke, wood, smoke, and fire. So out of which is useful? Wood, smoke, or fire? So we take wood for fire only. So fire is useful. So wood is compared to mode of ignorance, smoke is compared to mode of passion, and fire is compared to mode of goodness. So actually we are interested only in fire, the same way in mode of goodness. Our Lord Vishnu can help us to go out of this world, go out of the misery of this world. And there's a story comes in of Bhrigu Muni, which we will see. So he said, those who are serious about liberation are certainly non-envious and they respect all. Yet they reject the horrible and ghastly forms of the demigods and worship only the all blissful forms of Lord Vishnu and his plenary portion. Now, what does it mean? Let us see. So Bhrigu Muni wanted to test one time, who is Supreme Lord? Is Lord Vishnu, is Lord Shiva, or Lord Brahma? So first he went to Satyaloka, to his father. Now Brahmaji is father of Bhrigu Muni. So he went to Brahma and he just did not pay respect. Now Brahmaji got angry. Are you are my son, you should pay respect to me. But he did not. He said some words to Bhrigu and Bhrigu went away. Now Bhrigu goes to Kailash Puka, Shiva. So Lord Shiva is in one sense, of course, Lord Shiva is a Shiva Tattva, Shambhu Tattva, which is very, very great, and we will talk about it. But when he comes in this material world, he comes as Rudra, as son of Lord Brahma. So in that sense, the Rudra is the brother of Bhrigu Muni. So Bhrigu goes, and Bhrigu start offending Lord Shiva with bad words. Oh, Lord Shiva, what are you doing? You keep dancing, you're doing this. And Shiva becomes so angry. He came with a Trishul only to kill Bhrigu. And Parvati stopped. Please, Lord, what are you doing? He's your own brother, Bhrigu. So first he offended Brahmaji with his mind. Right? He now offended Lord Shiva by his words. And now he goes to Vaikuntha. So when Bhrigu Muni goes to Vaikuntha, there he sees Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu is lying with Lakshmi. Now what Bhrigu Muni did, he went and put his leg on the chest of Lord Vishnu. Now just imagine what would happen. But you know what Lord Vishnu replied? Mother Lakshmi was very angry. You know what this Bhrigu is doing? But Lord Vishnu said, oh Brahman Dev, your feet are so soft and my chest is hard as thunderbolt, and maybe your feet are harmed by my hard chest. So this was the response of Lord Vishnu, right? So Lord Vishnu is saying, Brahman Dev, I have heard you. So see, Bhrigu Muni is putting a feet on Lord's chest, but Lord is saying, Lord, I have heard you, Bhrigu Muni. And seeing this, Bhrigu Muni's heart melted. And he said, this is the greatness of a person is understood by his ability to tolerate provoking situations. And then Bhrigu Muni understood that the Supreme Lord is Lord Vishnu. But Mother Lakshmi cursed that I will never be the Brahmanas, and that's why Brahmanas seem to be poor. Right? And this Bhrigu only comes as a hunter Jara. So Bhrigu at Vaikuntha. So Bhrigu realized that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Lord out of the three. So worship in mode of goodness. So you see many places there is a worship, Kali worship. People will cut bakri. People will give the meat to Kali. So this is worship in mode of ignorance. Then same way worship of Brahma, Indra, this will happen in mode of passion. Ganesha, they will put rock music and everything. They will, of course, that's not something shastric also. They will have many, many songs and they will say, please give this, give this, give this there. So it's a worship in mode of passion. And worship in mode of goodness happens with devotion, with love of Lord Vishnu. So this worship in mode of goodness is recommended to go back to Godhead. Even Lord Shiva says here, Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param. Of all types of worship of Lord Vishnu is the best, Padma Puran. So just like we have a universal cabinet, we have cabinet ministers. So we have Brahma, Shiva, Chandra, Moon. So these are all cabinet of Supreme Lord Vishnu. Right? So Ganesh, so creation is done by Brahmaji, electricity is given by Sun. So there is one Prime Minister and many, many home ministries. Same way, there is one Supreme Lord and there are many, many ministries like Surya, Saraswati, Durga. So they have work. They all have their work, right? So Lord Shiva is a work of destruction. Kartikeya is a general commander. Ganesha is for blessing people. Durga, again, for giving Krita. Saraswati is for knowledge. So different demigods have different functions. But there is only one Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. And Lord Vishnu also comes from Lord Krishna only. And this we will see in the third chapter more. Krishna's the Bhagwan Swayam. And here you see Indra. So therefore Srimad Bhagavatam says, Vasudeva para Veda, Vasudeva para Makha, Vasudeva para Yoga, Vasudeva para Kriya, Vasudeva param Jnanam, Vasudeva param Tapaha, Vasudeva paro Dharmo, Vasudeva paragati. So what does it mean, Vasudeva para Veda? So what is the goal of all Vedic knowledge? Vasudeva, right? Veda. So what is the goal of Vasudeva? Vasudeva, ultimate goal of Veda is to know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and to love Krishna is a goal of life. That is Veda. Vasudeva is a Paramgati because we go to spiritual world, right? And there who is there? Lord Vasudeva. Vasudeva Paradharma. So what is the real dharma is to love Vasudeva. Vasudeva Paratapa. So why a person should do austerities? To get Lord Vasudeva. Vasudeva Paragyana. So what is the greatest knowledge? That Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samatma Sudurlabha. Right? That Lord Vasudeva is the supreme jnana, is the Lord of all, is the supreme jnana. Vasudeva Parakriya. So Vasudeva Parakriya means that any kriya you do, like Karam Kandi rituals you do, Yajna Kund you do. So what is the goal of all that? Lord Vasudeva. So Vasudeva Paramaka. So any sacrifice you do. So Lord Vishnu is called Yajnapati. So when you are putting in the Havan Kund, to whom you are offering? To Lord Vishnu only, because Lord Vishnu is only Yajnapati. And Vasudeva Para Yoga. So why people do yoga? To see the super soul in the heart. But who is the super soul in the heart? Lord Vasudeva. So Lord Vasudeva is a goal, is a religion, is the prosperity, everything is Lord Vasudeva. Now, if you remember, there was a question number 4. How does Lord manifest material world by expanding into Purusha avatars? So the answer to is, the Lord manifests into 3 Vishnus. Mahavishnu, Garbhadakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. So if you remember before creation, there is Mahavishnu. from whose pores many universes will come. Then from each pore, Garbhodakshai Vishnu will come, right? And from Garbhodakshai Vishnu's navel, who will come? Lord Brahmaji. And same Garbhodakshai Vishnu will become a Shirodakshai Vishnu, super soul in the heart. And Shirodakshai Vishnu also has an abode. So whenever demigods will approach, whenever there is a difficulty in this universe and demigods will approach, whom do the demigods approach? Demigods approach Shirodakshai Vishnu. So they will go to Shira Sagar and pray to the Lord that Lord, please come and save from the demons. But demigods will not able to see Lord Vishnu. Only they will hear. So Brahma, Shiva, and all these people will go to the Shira Sagar. And they won't hear, they won't see Lord Vishnu. They only can hear the voice of Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu will say, don't worry, demigods, I'm going to come. Right? So this is the whole flow of the second chapter of Bhagavatam. But today I want to discuss something more because we have a time. So we want to discuss about the position of Lord Shiva. So many times people have doubt, okay, we are worshipping Lord Vishnu. What about Lord Shiva? So Lord Shiva is Vaishnavam Yatha Shambhu, and there are many pastimes. There are many pastimes about the about Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, which will make us clear about the pastimes. Okay, so here is I'll just take one or two questions. Okay. Who are the 12 Mahajans? So Mahajano Yen Gatha Sapanta. So Bali, Sukadev Goswami, Vyasadev, Bhishmadev, Yamaraj, right? Chatush Kumaras. So like that, there are 12 Mahajans, right? Whose font and whose name you will find in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so who is Lord Shiva? So what is relationship between Lord Shiva and Vishnu? That is very important for us to know to further go. Because Lord Shiva is not Jiva Tattva and neither is Vishnu Tattva. So like there are four Tattvas. So I'll talk about the Tattva and then I will speak about this. So what are the Tattvas you see? See, there is Vishnu Tattva. There is Shakti Tattva. Shambhu Tattva. And there is Jiva Tattva. So we should know these four Tattvas to know how he belong, how everybody belong. So Jiva Tattva, all living entities belong. Like we all are animals, humans, all living entities, they belong to Jiva Tattva. Like you see Indra, Brahma, Surya. So though they are devatas, but they all belong to Jiva Tattva. So if you do many pious activities and you perform devotion service, but you also want to do some service of the Lord in the material world, or you have some desire to enjoy facilities, then what happens? You become Indra, you become Varuna, you become Surya, and manage the light of the whole world, manage the waters of the whole world. So that kind of duty is given to you. Like see, one of the person only becomes a home minister, right? Yeah. Now Shambhu Tattva is Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, Rudra. So these are all Shambhu Tattva. So they are not Jiva Tattva also, Vishnu Tattva also. So when Vishnu Tattva, like milk transformed to curd, milk is transformed to curd. See, from milk you can make curd, but from curd you cannot get milk. Why? Lord Shiva comes in touch with Prakriti. Then Shakti Tattva is Radha Rani, Lakshmi, And in their Chaya becomes Durga. It is Shakti Tattva. And Vishnu Tattva is Lord Krishna. From Krishna comes Sankarshan, Balram, Sankarshan, Chaturvyu, then Narayan, Vishnu. So that is Vishnu Tattva. So this four tattvas, that's why you will find that somebody is worshipping Shiva, somebody is worshipping Shakti, somebody is worshipping Jiva Tattva. So worship of lesser demigod like Brahma, Surya, Ganesha, so they are belong to Jiva Tattva. Then Lord Shiva has a special unique position. But Lord Shiva is a topmost devotee of Lord Vishnu. Vaishnam Yatha Shambhu. What is the relationship between Vishnu and Shiva? That Lord Shiva is the topmost devotee of Lord Vishnu. Now, what is Shakti Tattva? Radha Rani is Antaranga Shakti. So, Lord's energy is called Shakti. So, the Vaishnavas, but who can give liberation? Now, can Durga give liberation? No. Can Lord Shiva give liberation? No. But who can give liberation is Lord Vishnu. Mukti Vina Hari. Mukti only Hari can give. Right? There. So Lord Vishnu only gives mukti to the person. That's what they say that anybody who dies in Varanasi, Lord Shiva will come and chant the name of Lord Ram in the name of that person. So because Lord Shiva is a Vaishnava, so he will chant the name of Lord Ram in a year of a person. But who is delivering the person? The name of Lord Ram. Right? So Lord Vishnu gives liberation to a person. So therefore, Vaishnavas, we worship Lord Vishnu to go to the spiritual world. So I hope that makes it clear in the point of Tattva. Now we will talk in terms of there. So how did Lord Shiva appear in this world? Once Brahmaji begotten 4 Kumaras. And 4 Kumaras said, we will not marry. And Brahmaji got angry. I want population to increase and you're saying we will not marry. So because of anger of Brahmaji, Rudra came. Rudra means Lord Shiva. And that's how the Lord Shiva was born. So Vaishnava Nam Yatha Shambhu. Lord Shiva is the best of all devotees. So just like in all the scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest scripture, right? And of all the rivers, Ganges is the best. The same way of all the devotees, Lord Shiva is the best. He constantly meditates upon Lord Ram. Ram Ram Rameti Rama Name Manorame. So always he's meditating. Even Parvati is asking, you're meditating on Lord Ram, what is the specialty? He say, you may say 1,000 times Lord Vishnu, the Vishnu Sahasranam, you may say 1 time, or you chant the name of Lord Ram 3 times, it is equivalent. Or you chant Krishna 1 time, and the 3 times you chant Vishnu Sahasranam is equal. So he said, therefore I'm chanting the name of Lord Ram. And always he's thinking of Sita Ram pastimes. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo nama. When the Ganges have to come, so Ganges from the heavenly planets has to come to the planet Earth. But the wave of Ganges is so much, the Earth will go away. So Lord Shiva agreed. And Ganges is what? Water coming from the lotus feet of Vamandev. Because when Vamandev broke the universe, that's the time Ganges start coming. So Lord Shiva was very happy to take the water coming from the lotus feet of the Lord and kept on his head. And then the wave stopped. And then the Ganges started coming to the planet Earth. Lord Shiva is the ideal husband. Why? He's always preaching about Lord Krishna. So he's saying Vaishnanam, Aradhanam, that out of all the worship of Lord Vishnu is the topmost. So Parvati and Shiva are ideal husband and wife. Why? Because they're having discussions about Lord Vishnu and Lord Krishna always. So he's called Ardhanarishwar, the second half. The female is the second half of the male. The wife is the second half. There. So the Ardhanarishwar, so is the ideal husband. Why? They are always having Krishna Katha. Now, what had happened once Vikasur goes tapasya? Vikasur does a lot of tapasya for Lord Shiva, and he was about to cut his head. And that time, Lord Shiva appeared, and he revived all his angas, and make him very powerful. And then Lord Shiva asked, "Oh, I'm very pleased by your tapasya. What do you want?" And Vikasur said, "Oh Lord Shiva, what I want?" And he said to Lord Shiva, "I want uh, the benediction. If I keep my head upon anybody's head, that head will burst out." Now, what did this Vikasur did? So Lord Shiva said, "Tathastu." Now, what this Vikasur did? Vikasur thought, "Are now Parvati is very beautiful. So I will keep my hand on the head of Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva will die, and then I will enjoy Parvati." And then he started running toward Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva running started from Vikasur. Now Lord Shiva thinking, "Arey, what great lost benediction I have given to this Vikasur." But that time, Lord Vishnu came as a young brahmachari. And he said, "Oh Vikasur, where are you running away?" And he was so enchanted by the voice of that brahmachari. Then he said, "हाँ मैं जा रहा हूँ, मैं शिव ने मुझे मुझे भगवान शिव ने मुझे वरदान दिया है, मैं उनके पीछे भाग रहा हूँ." Then Brahmacharya said, do you really believe in the words of Lord Shiva? Can he really give a benediction like this?" And then he started thinking, "Oh, first you test the benediction yourself only." So to test so by the words of Lord Narayan, Lord Vishnu, the mind of Vrikasur deviated. And he kept his own hand upon his head. And the moment he kept his hand upon his head bursted. And that's how Lord Vishnu saved Lord Shiva. सतं प्रसंगा मम वीर संविदु भवन्ति हितकर्णरसायन कथा तदजोष नादाश पवर्गवर्त्मनि श्रद्धारति भक्ति अनुक्रंशति. So what did Lord Shiva is describing? He is giving Krishna Katha. He is giving a Bhagavatam. Just like we are discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Shiva is telling Bhagavatam to whom? To Narad Muni, to Chatush Kumaras, to all the demigods. So Lord Shiva takes a great joy in reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? You see, Brahmaji is also coming to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Lord Shiva. So see, this Bhagavatam is so potent and so important that even great demigods like Lord Shiva, Brahma, they are all hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Just think about it. And Lord Shiva is Paradukha Dukhi. So when the Samud Manthan was happening, that time the great halahal, it came and was so. See how the snakes got the poison. Some of the snakes they drank that halahal. So that halahal was so much astounding. It was burning the whole universe. And that time Lord Shiva says to Parvati that what pleases Lord Vishnu when you take some sacrifice for the benefit of others. So Lord Shiva himself, he gave up that Lord Shiva went and drank the whole halahal. And that halahal captured in his neck. And that's why Lord Shiva is also called Neelkant, because he drank. So, but his mood was to serve Lord Vishnu by doing this service of drinking halahal. So, this is the greatness of Lord Shiva. Then Lord Shiva is Patita Pavan. Now, just imagine. Now, many times you might have seen that Lord Shiva is wearing bhutoka, that bhutoka. You've seen the Shamshan Rak on Lord Shiva's face, snakes, and the bhutoki mala. So, what happens? See, in this world, nobody takes care of ghosts. People want to be away from the ghosts, hobgoblins, this lower creature. See, ghosts exist. So just like soul exists, any soul which doesn't get a body again becomes a ghost. So such ghosts are suffering. Innumerable ghosts, they're suffering in this world. But Lord Shiva goes to the places like Shamshan and he makes Bhuta as his Gana and try to show compassion so they also get the Gati of Lord Vishnu. So this is the compassion of Lord Shiva, right? So he's the greatest, therefore because of his compassion, Lord Shiva is considered to be the greatest devotee. So even when Mother Earth was in trouble. So Lord Shiva also goes with Brahma to pray to Lord Vishnu to remove the troubles of Mother Earth by the demons like Kamsa. And that time Krishna appears. And Lord Shiva is a protector of Dham. See, any Dham you will see. So you see Badrinath Dham is there, Kedarnath Dham is there. So wherever Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva comes as a Dwarpal. He comes as a protector. You see Purushottam Shet, Langraj Mandir, Bhuvaneshwar. So he's protecting the Dham from there. You see Dwarkadish Mandir, Somnath Mandir. Rangnath in Srirangam, then Rameshwaram Dham nearby. And Lord, and even you see in Vrindavan also there are 4 Shivlingas which are protecting Vrindavan Dham. In Mathura, Gopeshwar Mahadev. So wherever you see the Lord's Dham is there, Lord Shiva will be there. Now Lord Shiva prayed to Lord Nrsimhadev. The end of the millennium is the time of your anger. Now this insignificant demon Hiranyakashipu has been killed. Oh my Lord, you are naturally affectionate to your devotee. Kindly protect his son Prahlad Maharaj who is standing nearby as your fully surrendered devotee. So whenever Lord will come, Lord Shiva will come and offer the prayers. And he's praying. Om Namo Bhagavat Mahapurushaya Sarva Guna Sankhaya Anantavayatyaya Namiti. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisance unto you in your expansion as Lord Sankarshan. You are the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. Although you are unlimited, you remain unmanifest to the non-devotees. Then Prachetas, these 10 Prachetas were doing tapasya to obtain Lord Vishnu. So Lord Shiva goes and he gives a mantra. He gives a mantra with the Prachetas chanted, and then Lord Nara, because they chanted the verses given by Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu comes and gives darshan to Prachetas. So Shiva at the time of dissolution, he will be Mahakal, roaring, and that's how everything in the universe will get destroyed. So mercy without cheating. So anybody who goes to Lord Shiva, right, not for material benediction, but to attain Supreme Lord, he will give. Like one time, this Narsingh Mehta, he was taken out of his home by his bhabi. And this Narsingh Mehta, as a small child, he was just, doing he went to one Shivalinga. For 3 days, he did not eat anything. He was just chanting, praying to the Lord. And Lord Shiva appeared. And Lord Shiva appeared and asked Narsingh Mehta. See, Narsingh Mehta is a great devotee of Lord Panduranga, Lord Vishnu, in Gujarat. So Lord Shiva asked this Narsingh Mehta, what do you want? Narsingh Mehta said, Lord, whatever is very dear to you, or Lord Shiva, whatever is dear to you, that you give me. And then Lord Shiva gave him the darshan of Ras Leela to Narsingh Mehta. Right? So many devotees have obtained Krishna Bhakti by mercy of Lord Shiva. So here Markandeya Rishi is meditating on Lord Vishnu. And Lord Shiva comes and discusses with Markandeya, pleased by his austerities. Now again, Lord Shiva, when Lord Vishnu came as Mohini Murti to bewilder the demigods and gave the nectar to bewilder the demons and gave the nectar to demigods. So what did Lord Shiva ask? Lord, I want to see this form. And when Lord came in that form as Mohini Murti, even Lord Shiva started running behind Mohini Murti in Vishnu's form as Maya, to show that Lord Maya is very, very dangerous. Then be careful, right? And Lord Shiva was not morose, getting distracted by Mohini Murti. He felt that he is defeated by his Supreme Lord. And he was very happy to show that Lord Vishnu is the Supreme Lord and I am just his servant. So this is Nand Bhavan. So Nand Bhavan, what is happening? Lord Krishna is there in Nand Bhavan and Mother Yashoda is there. Now Lord Shiva wanted to take darshan of Lord Krishna. So he came as a Madari. Dum 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 dum, and he was having Shamshan Ra, and he was having snakes. So Mother Yashoda said, "Oh re yogi, kahan re Nand Bhavan mein? How you have come to this Nand Bhavan? Be letter, thoda dur rakho. My Lala will डर जाएगा. मेरा लाला डर जाएगा. My Lord Krishna, my son, he will fear by seeing this snake. Be away." Then Lord Shiva, he went down the hill, and Krishna started to cry. And Krishna was not stopping crying. And Mother Yashoda was saying, "Arey, what happened?" Then other ladies came and said, "Arey, koi aaya tha kya? Kisi ki nazar lag gayi?" And then Mother Yashoda said, one yogi had come, and I did not give darshan of my Lala to him. And then, and this lady said, "Arey, you should call this yogi back." And then Mother Yashoda called that yogi back. And Lord Shiva said, okay, your Lala will stop crying once you keep the feet of your Lala. Lala means your child, Krishna, on my head, then Krishna will stop crying. But Mother Yashoda said, no, 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 you have a snake, how can I touch? But the ladies took and touched the feet of Lord Shiva on the head, and Lord Krishna stopped crying. And Lord Shiva said, I will stay here only. Mother Yashoda said, you stay here only nearby. Whenever Lala will cry, you come. So Lord Shiva said, I will stay here. You give me the Mahaprasad of Lord Krishna. Whatever Lord seed you give me. And Lord Shiva did. So this is a devotion of Lord Shiva towards Lord Krishna. And this pastime, I think I have told. One time there was a discussion between Ram and Parvati. And Parvati said, why are you worshipping this human being, Lord Ram? You should worship some Brahmana or you should worship some great personality. He's crying for his wife. Lord Shiva said, oh, you feel like that? Okay, you go and see yourself. So that time, Parvati took the form of Sita and went before Lord Ram, that thinking that, okay, if I go in the form of Sita, Lord will not be able to identify, and then I can prove that Lord Ram is an ordinary person. But you know what did Lord Ram say? Oh, Mata Parvati, आप यहाँ पे क्या कर रही हैं? What are you doing, oh Mother Parvati? And that time Mother Parvati saw the whole Ram Darbar. Lord Ram, Lakshman, Mother Sita, and Hanuman, all that Mother Parvati saw. So that means that Lord is doing his Leela. Lord Ram is doing his Leela in separation from Mother Sita, but actually he is not bewildered. So all these Lord's pastimes are his Leela. And here Lord Shiva is doing meditation. So this is Vaishnavam Yatha Shambhu. Right? Vaishnavam Yatha Shambhu. So why we're discussing this, so we should know the relationship of Krishna with the demigods. So many times people say, Arey, tumhare Christianity only one God, Islam one God, but you Hindus, you worship millions of gods. So we ourselves do not know who is the Supreme Lord. But when we understand nicely, actually there is only one Lord, Supreme Lord, Krishna, Vishnu, Narayan. And all others are related to them, serving Lord Narayan there. So that's why I was explaining this Shambhu Tattva, Jiva Tattva, Shakti Tattva, and Vishnu Tattva. So when we know this, everything becomes clear in our mind. Okay. Any questions? Do you have any questions? So there is a question, do we refer Shambhu only as Shiva or expansion of Shambhu, which is Rudra, is referred to as Shiva? It's all one and same Shambhu Tattva only, but in this world there are Ekadash Rudras. There are 11 Rudras. So they are expansion of Lord Shiva, but they are called Rudras. And there is a Sadashiv beyond the material world. Between Vaikuntha and material world is Sadashiv, the planet of Sadashiv. Okay, Joshna Mataji and Joshna Palpati Mataji has a question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Lord Rama is called Neelameghasiyama.
Huh? Lord Rama is called?
Neelameghasiyama.
Neelmeghshama.
And Krishna is not called, but both are of the same complexion.
No, as per Bhagavatam goes, it says the complexion of Lord Ram is green and complexion of Krishna is Neelmeghshama. So what Bhagavatam says is this. But you see many times things are not coming in parampara. So we may see Lord Ram also is painted as blue because Lord Vishnu's color is blue, so they will paint Lord Ram as blue. But Srimad Bhagavatam says that the color of Lord Rama is green and color of Lord Krishna is blue, like a Meghashama.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. So, any other question? Otherwise, will.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I've heard from some people saying that Lord Shiva is actually Shunya, like nothingness. What exactly Shiva Tattva is like nothingness or like a person, Sada Shiva? Like,
No, see, he's a person. See, nothing is nothingless. Nothing is nothingless. So actually, Lord Shiva is a personality, right? Is a spiritual personality, Lord Shiva. And so there is a Sadashiv which resides between Vaikuntha and this material world. And what Lord Shiva is doing in his world, in his Kailash, there he is chanting the glories of Lord Vishnu only. So those people who go and join also Lord Shiva, they are start chanting Lord Krishna's glories because he is the greatest devotee,
yes,
right?
Prabhu.
So this Shunya, see this Brahman. Brahman is what? This Brahman is the effulgent rays of coming from the body of Lord Krishna or from the Vaikuntha planets, right? So those who understand spiritual truth only to be this Brahman Jyoti, they say everything is Shunyavad. But nothing is Shunyavad. Behind every light is a person.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, there are a lot of shlokas wherein they say that when you pray to Lord Shiva, you go to Kailasha.
Yeah, but what even you go to Kailasha, what you do? You chant the glories of Lord Vishnu only. So better go to Vaikuntha. So why to go in steps? Because Lord Shiva is eager to send all souls to Vaikuntha, right? Even those who go to Lord Shiva. Even somebody goes to Kailash. So better directly go to Vaikuntha. Why to go to step journey?
So people who go to Kailasha, do they come back or do they stay there or they move on?
They become devotees of Lord Vishnu only there. So nothing is mentioned. Depending on their desire, they may move on, they may come back, and other things. But the real, so see, our eternal relationship is with Lord Vishnu. The Jiva is a part and parcel of Lord Vishnu. So therefore, we have natural bhakti for Lord Vishnu in our heart. So when you keep chanting, this bhakti will automatically awaken. That we have to understand.
So praying to Shiva is not bhakti.
Yeah, praying to Shiva is not bhakti, but if we pray to Lord Shiva to give bhakti for Krishna, that he can give because he is a devotee. But bhakti, the word bhakti is only used for Lord Vishnu because technically or understand that we are part and parcel of Lord Shiva.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I have a question. How to effectively follow your verses before I come for the next class? One is we listen to you for 1 hour, 15 minutes, attend the quiz. That is okay for the academic part. But when after 38 weeks, I should be at least knowing Canto 1, at least 10% of what you know, both in spirit, words, and letters. Can you suggest a way where I can prepare myself before I come?
So you can get a Bhagavatam set.
I have that. I got it. The moment I joined the class, I got it from ISKCON. Canto
Very
1
nice.
Bhagavatam.
Very nice. So you can read that chapter. Like suppose the second chapter ended. So from the first canto you can read, and by reading, even you first start reading translations, and after translations you start reading the purport, and by that automatically you will understand what we are talking.
Okay. So before I come to the next class, I think I should also be ready with because to catch up with you within that 45 minutes or 1 hour slot, I should at least be conversant with the base so that I'm able to follow you much better. Do you agree?
Yeah. So before the next class, you can read the third chapter, half of the third chapter. So it will become very easy to follow us.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I shall do that.
Thank you for your interest. It's very nice for this question.
Yeah, thank
It
you.
will help many others also.
Thanks. The moment I joined, the first thing I ordered is Canto 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam because unless I have the text, I will not be justifying my participation. That's how I feel.
Yes. So actually, I'm very thankful for all of you for having these questions, learning, coming from Srimad Bhagavatam. Actually, this is the whole greatest good for the whole of humanity. What we are.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I really appreciate what you're teaching. I love it. I read the Bhagavatam, but I could not understand anything, Prabhuji. I've read it 3-4 times.
Okay.
Prabhuji, but why do they tell in this Bhagavata or Mahabharata, they should not read the last chapter?
In Mahabharata?
Yes, they tell not to read the last chapter.
No, we read full Mahabharata.
Unpeaceful in the house, yes. Like war, like how Mahabharata they had war, like that they even have in the house war, I believe. So not to read the last chapter.
No, nothing like that.
That is a concept, Prabhuji. That's why I want to clear it.
No, in ISKCON, we do not say like that. In ISKCON, we say first you read Bhagavad Gita, then you read Srimad Bhagavatam, and after you read Srimad Bhagavatam, you understand about Krishna fully. And then when you read Mahabharata, after reading Srimad Bhagavatam, then when you read Mahabharata, you will have proper concepts about Lord Krishna, and it will not create war. It will bring your love and peace in your family. But first you read Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. We have to learn a lot, which does not get in the head.
No problem. You keep attending and keep hearing. It will start getting in.
Prabhuji, you know, when you are explaining, it is different.
No, I'm
always there, Prabhuji, always there because I like your teaching. It is too good. You are so nice to teach it. No, I think the best. Never leave us.
Yes. I'm just doing my service because whatever I learned from my spiritual teachers, I'm just repeating.
No. It is too good. It's too good. No, you are a teacher. You are a guru. According to me, you are the guru now for us.
Yes. So teacher naturally it becomes. But what I'm learning, that's what I'm just explaining. So,
Prabhuji, may I know what is in the last chapter?
First canto?
Mahabharata.
Oh, last chapter talks about Krishna leaving this world and talks about Pandavas going to, see the hell, then go to heaven and thing, which normal people may not understand. That's why they may say, don't read the last chapter, but I don't think it is such a thing. If you read a proper edition, you will be able to understand. We have explanation for everything.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. You have cleared my doubt.
Thank you.
I'm so happy.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, ma'am.
Prabhuji, I just wanted to know the pastime where Lord Shiva gives the halahal to Lord Narsimha. I had heard this in some class. So actually, I don't know the pastime, how it is.
No, Lord Shiva himself drank the halal, Mataji. But somebody said that Lord Shiva derived this potency from Lord Narsimha because he's driving all. See, he's a devotee of Lord Vishnu. So whatever he's doing, he's driving that potency from the Lord himself. So that's why it might have told Narsimha. But Lord Shiva himself only drank that halal, and it came in his Nilkant. But that power he got from Narsimha. There are some story like that, but I'm not exactly remembering about it. So I may get back to you to refer which the story in the Purana where Narsimha is included. In that.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Right.
Any other question? If you have any doubt also about anything what we discuss, bhakti, the 9 stages of science or devotional service, you can ask. Okay, so thank you very much.
So Hare Krishna, we would like to express our gratitude to His Grace Sri Krishna Prabhuji for enlightening us so nicely on Srimad Bhagavatam by one time loudly chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And we'd like to thank all the devotees for indulgently attending the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto series. And let us meet again next Sunday, 10 a.m. Hare Krishna. So please attend the quiz. The quiz link has been posted in the WhatsApp group as well as in this Zoom chat. So kindly attend the quiz and we'll see you next week. Hare Krishna.